Hi, welcome to Tech Time. Today we're looking at magazines. Now, we have a lot of physical magazines that you can look at, but what if you want to just sit at home on a tablet or use a computer screen and just kind of flip through and see what's out there? Well, it's hard to find free magazines, but we got you covered here at the library with our brand new cloud library service. So find out all about how to get access to this wonderful service today on Tech Time. Today we're looking at Cloud Library. So it's a new service that we are offering here at Octavia Flynn Public Library. To find it, you're going to go to our website, OFPL.online. You're going to go to Collections. In the Collections section, you can go down to Online Databases, and under that you'll find Cloud Library Newsstand. Again, it's called Cloud Library Newsstand. So what this is going to allow you to do is browse all the different titles that are available through the Cloud Library and read magazines online. Or you can read magazines on your own personal device, like a tablet or even your phone. So we're going to click on Access Cloud Library Newsstand here, and that will take us to the official website. This is what you'll see when you get there, and just kind of gives you a little preview of some of the magazines that are available for you to read. Now, if you're familiar with the library's collection of magazines, we have a nice wall full, but this offers so many more, some that we have and many that we don't. So you'll have just a large selection of magazines at your disposal, either by looking at the ones that we offer in-house that you can read physically, or by looking at the ones that are available online. Now, when you first get to the page and you want to do something, you will have to sign in and create an account if this is the first time. So this screen is going to ask you to either sign in if you've already created an account with them, or if you're not registered, you need to go and create a brand new account. Creating an account is pretty simple. You're going to put in your name, email, confirm your email, create a password for the site, confirm your password, and then you can decide if you'd like to receive weekly information sent to you by email. You can opt out just by unchecking that if you wish. Once you have filled this information in, then the next screen will ask you to enter your library card. Well, choose your library, choose the library card number, and then add your PIN number. Once you've added all the information, it will create an account for you, and then you'll have full access. So I'm going to sign in, and I will show you what that full access looks like. Okay, now that I've signed in, it's going to show that I'm signed in. It's going to say welcome. In the welcome menu, you can look at your library, which will show you things that you have saved from using the website. You can change your profile if you want to change your name, email, simple things like that. Change password, and that's pretty much it. The site itself is pretty self-explanatory and easy to use. So it will show you all of the different trending magazines here. You can search for a particular magazine if there's one that you'd really like to look at and you want to see if they have it. Or you can just click on one that's already on the screen. You can arrange it by category. So if you're looking for something on animals, you can go straight to that. If you'd really like to look at automotive magazines, you can go straight to that. And they have it broken down into many, many different categories. So you can find the one that's going to fit you and then check it out. I'm going to just click on the TV guide that's right here, because that's a popular one. So when I click on TV Guide, it pulls up the information. It tells me which issue this is. So this is June 7th to 20th. That's what it covers. The previous issues are also available here if I want to look back at previous issues. The description is listed here. There's the front cover. And then if I want to go forward and read this, I can just click on Read. And it will open up in my browser, allowing me to view this magazine. So I can just click on the arrow and flip through and just read the magazine. I mean, it's pretty simple. There's nothing special or out of the ordinary here. I can make it full screen. I can zoom in, zoom out, whatever is easier for me. So makes it nice, gives you a lot of control. That way you can enjoy the magazine. I know sometimes it's hard to read on a screen, but this does make it pretty easy for you. Of course, when you're done, you can just click on the X. Now, when you do read a magazine, it does add that to your sort of list of magazines that you've looked at, so you can go back and take a look. So I'm going to go to my library. This is going to be the details of the library. So as you can see, it's really easy to pick a magazine, flip through it, and continue to do that with all the other magazines that you find interesting. Again, not much to the browser version, but there is more that you can do if you use the app version, either on a tablet or on your phone. To get the app version, you simply go to whichever Play Store you have on your device. So if you're on an Android device, you probably would use Google Play. If you are on an Apple device, you would go to the Apple App Store. What you want to look for is CL Newsstand. So you'll notice there are two of them here, but the CL Newsstand, which is Cloud Library News, this is the one that we want to download on our device. Once it is on your device, you would simply sign in the same way you did to the website. Use the same login information. Once you're logged in, you can do a lot more on the app because it actually saves what you're doing on your phone versus being on the browser, looking at it from a website. It just kind of lets you look at what's here without really saving anything that you do. So any progress that you make looking at a magazine won't be saved. Any magazines you look at won't be saved. But on the app, it will save those things for you. So you can start reading a magazine and then stop and then come back to it later and continue reading from where you left off. Or you can look at the magazines you've already read and see which ones you've read. Maybe you want to read something different, so you want to make sure you've read that one once and don't want to repeat. Or maybe you really like that magazine, you couldn't remember the name, so you want to check your history. All that can be done on the app. So again, Cloud Library, pretty easy to use. We will talk more about how this works in a bit. So once you get past the first screen, it'll ask you to put in your country, your state or region. So, for us it'd be New Mexico, and then to select your library. And once you have all of that information in there, it'll be super easy to pull up your library card. So I'm putting in the country, the state, the library. Once the library is in, the next step is to add in your library card number and PIN number. And then once that is in, you'll have full access to the same screen that we saw on the desktop version. Okay, so here we are in the app version. You can see I have it on my phone. And again, same magazines pop up that we were looking at before. Now at the bottom here, there is a little button right here that says My Magazines. So I'm going to tap on that, and then it will show you what magazines I have looked at. So notice it doesn't show the one I was reading online because that one does not save because I wasn't using the app. I was on the browser. The browser does not remember anything that you do, but the app will. So you want to go into your app, use it to go back, check things out that you've been looking at, reading. It does make it a lot easier for you. I'm going to go back to my home, and I'm going to go back to TV Guide. And there it is. So I can read that. There it is. So I can just swipe, 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 and read it on my phone. Again, the difference between the tablet and the phone version is that you'll have access to save and read something, stop, and then come back to it and read it again later on where you left off, which is something you can't do on the browser version. So I hope you enjoyed our look today at the Cloud Library. Enjoy reading your magazines. There's a huge selection that you can look through. Again, many that we don't even have here in the building. So it's a really great deal. It's free. All you need is a library card and PIN number. So for Tech Time, I'm Marcos, and we'll catch you next time.